Welcome to Smash Writing, and boy, do we have a doozy for you. As always, in the month of January, we do our video game movies, and
I picked some winners for him this time around.
it wasn't a bad. This one is, yeah. So today we're talking about, of course, the cult classic hit movie. Shut the fuck up! No, I'm just joking. House of Dead 2.
Made by the one guy who really understands video game movies. You ball.
Please read what the plot is to this film.
Alright, this movie opens up with a male sorority attacking a women's sorority.
It's called sexual assault.
No, there's a lot of that in this movie. They're attacking them with squirt guns full of light beer. And meanwhile, they take a photo of one of the women sleeping with one of the guys upstairs. Understandably, she leaves pissed off and storms out. And gets hit by a car driven by a professor who just wails on her with a crowbar whenever she realizes she's still alive. He's trying to bring back the dead. And we see there's a zombie inside the room, too.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows the secret is held in her, but he doesn't know how to do it. But the woman he ran over is back to life and bites him. And then we get an opening credit sequence of the university becoming overrun by zombies. Or, as this movie likes to flip-flop between, hyper sapiens.
Jesus Christ.
They don't know which one's which because they keep flipping between. Like, pick one. Zombie or hyper sapien. Can't have both. Anyways, we made up with this woman, Alexandra. Like, was it like a month after all this started happening or something? Let's see if I can.
There better be like one cue card. Is this plot?
It's 29 days later, so not quite a month. She is on a date with the Dick. He's a dick. And meanwhile, we see Ellis and Casper's back. The woman from the first movie who was cut in half. She's alive in here. And she tells him that there's something going on. He needs to go get Nightingale, who's Alexandra. Meanwhile, at the restaurant, the chef is attacked by Hyper Sapien.
But not a zombie.
Zombie, whatever. He turns, bites the chef. She shoots the chef, and they capture the waiter, load him up in the ambulance. She tells off her date, and her and Ellis go in the ambulance, where we learn the only two things of note about Ellis. He's attracted to her, and his brother's dead. Those will be the only conversation points he has. Well, no, there's three. We'll learn the third one later. But for the most part, when he's talking to Alex, he's hitting on her or bitching about his dead brother, who, if he's like him, is rotting in hell. And they put down the waiter when he turns. And they arrive at the base, where they learn that, well, they confront Special Forces, because Special Forces is going with them to the university. They're sealed in now, but they're going to be blown up shortly. They have to go in before the missiles and try to find out if there's a Generation 1, a ground zero zombie, to work out a cure. Special Forces will go in as backup. Alice, hates this fact. Why? Who the fuck knows?
Why? Who knows?
I'm not going to have a voice tomorrow, good lord. Anyway. We meet Special Forces. I will not give them names. They have names.
Film don't even deserve a name.
They have names, I'm sure they do. They're bitching, except for, we'll call the one Dickbags.
Dickbags.
Yeah, Rookie gets into it a bit with Alice because Alice is throwing a tantrum. And Dickbags is just Dickbags. So they descend on the university. Now, Alice's main problem is he doesn't think that they will shoot civilians. Soldiers. Trying to shoot enemy commands. Well, they come up on the first one, and they don't kill the zombie outright, because they need to draw blood to test it. It's third generation. It's useless. But they realize the teeth have mutated. Alright, so mutated teeth. They go a little further, but the main guy's... Oh, not one, well, the main guy. One of the other ones, his arm is bitten. And instead of killing him like they're telling him to, they cut off his arm. He turns anyways, bites one of the guys. They have to put them both down. So they learn not to, fuck around with these things. So they arrive to the university. Dickbags, Rookie, and Blonde go off alone, and the rest of the team go off together. But it sounds like he tells Ellis and Nightingale to go off on their own, but they don't.
Guess why would they?
And we learned that the zombies are starting to change a bit. They're still following their regular paths. Like, one is reading a book. Another one stops to shush them in the library because they're being too loud.
God, you're bringing up like bad memories of this film. I just literally watched it like last night before we started recording.
Meanwhile, Dickbags is they're in a dorm room with a topless zombie. They shoot her. He starts stealing her shit and wants a picture taken. Looks a topless zombie. Which pisses off Blonde, but they stay in this room. Back with the main group, one of the guys wanders off. He dies.
No.
Back with Dickbags and still in this fucking dorm room, mind you.
With a zombie.
Now, they're all wondering, how did she get infected in a trapped room? There's a mosquito. Mosquito bite. And it bites Dickbags. He's begging, like, leave me alive. We can find Agent Zero and cure me, and I'll give you all money. The Rookie knocks him out, and they leave him tied up to a heating grate instead of just shooting him. Good lord. I was like, you're making Ellis seem like the smart one here. But we learned a little bit more, though. Well, we would have learned it by now. I can't remember at what point this happens. That Nightingale's dream is to cure this plague and turn the zombies plague into a footnote in history. Alice is like, don't compare my brother to a footnote in history. It's like, that wasn't what she fucking did. Not what she fucking did, you fucking crazy bastard.
And honestly, like, anybody would be happy to even be compared to a footnote in history. Nobody's going to remember me. Nobody's going to remember Justin. So you can sit there.
They'll all remember Fiona.
Yeah.
Anyway, then like Sergeant Major makes a creepy pass about eating her ass when he dies, and
What fucking like?
Anyway, they push on. We're pushing on.
We're trying to.
Now, they all start to fall. In the basement, definitely, they start to fall like crazy until it's just Nightingale and Ellis. But they make it to the science lab where they find 2 survivors, and the zombie still in the room. She is the woman from the first movie who was stabbed in the heart, and the guy brought back to life. She became a zombie and killed the guy from the first movie. The professor was the kid's uncle, who's working to bring back the dead to life. So they found their first patient. They have to get the blood. So the 2 kids let them into the room, but they get the blood sample, but before they can get out, the zombies are in the room. And they just barely manage to let Alice and Alex out. Now this is the most important part of this moment.
I'm going to say, do not call it a film, because this is just a fucked up trash.
If I could find it, where I wrote it, because I wrote down the time. So, we're an hour and 6 in. He's given a 14-minute window before this movie, before the bombs drop. But this is an hour and 35-minute movie. So we got way more than 14 minutes till the end of this movie. They managed to make it out in less than 4 minutes, despite not being possible. But Blonde has arrived with the truck. Rookie died along the way.
Oh,
We'll cry for her later.
sure.
But one of the zombies rips off the blood sample from Ellis's pouch because he's fucking useless and breaks it as they're escaping in the van.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to go back. Less than 10 minutes now. and they managed to fight their way through the football stadium, which is really dumb because they run through the middle instead of running around, which they could have easily done. Regardless, they get trapped, so he covers himself in zombie blood and uses that to hide his scent and free them from the grates upstairs. And they make it to the zombie lab, the science lab, where Blonde is bitten. They get the blood sample, Blonde takes herself out. They now have minutes to go, despite the fact that as she's getting the blood sample, it's been 15 minutes.
Are we shocked? No.
No, they fucked up the timer.
Yeah.
But that's alright, because as they're escaping, Nightingale is dogpiled, and he barely escapes. As one cruise missile takes out the building. Not the campus, just the building. But more cruise missiles are on their way. Or so you think. Dickbags has called them off. He's alive, he cut off his hand. Less blood in the mosquito, so he's turning slower. So he gives him the blood sample, and Dickbags is going to shoot him, because this is worth millions of dollars. Nightingale shoots him. She survived the explosion and all of the zombies. Maybe. She doesn't actually know she's been bitten or not. Which is something you should be able to tell.
I'm pretty sure at this point, yeah, you would have known if somebody took a fucking bite out of your arm.
But the blood sample is broken because he lands on it and sets off a grenade. So no cure for them.
Oh.
And the zombies have breached the campus and have blown up the city. That is House of the Dead 2. Pro and con House of the Dead 2. I think this movie does have a pro.
How the fuck can you say that?
One pro.
One pro.
I really like the idea with the mosquitoes.
Alright.
I mean, by showing that it's in the mosquitoes, you're fucked. Even if you do contain it in the campus, you can't contain a mosquito. But I do love the idea of a mosquito being able to pass it along.
Alright. That is one pro, and I think that's probably where I'm in agreement too, is the mosquito was a good touch.
Yeah,
Who thought...
I like, Emanuela, I believe that's what her name was here.
We almost broke tradition.
Almost. She played Nightingale, was Emmanuel Vaguer?
Okay.
I love her in other things.
Man, who thought, like, this was one of those movies where it's so sad that you're just like, these people paid people to make this movie.
Yeah.
What the hell were we watching?
What is this movie?
Okay, first off, I literally was, like, talking to Justin off camera about how the movie's so trash. And I'm, like, thinking to myself, like, and I was telling him, it's like, you at least at a bad movie, you get, you know, the opening credits, and you're just like, okay, 30 seconds into it, what can go wrong? The movie already started, then the credits, the starting credits played, so you were already at the credits going, I don't want to watch this film.
Yeah, because you had to go through the dorm scene, and it's like, this is fucking terrible.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. We're going hard.
We made up for it.
Yeah, we're making up lost time here. I'm watching it, and like, instantly, the assault of the, you know, the guys and the girls, and it's like, I know this is 2005, and I know this is a direct-to-DVD movie, and you know, first off, the first film was so bad.
But at least you had fun with it. It
was
bad,
you had fun.
But you could have fun with it.
Which then the downside of it is they have enough funding to do a sequel. But everything, even as you were talking the plot, it just made me hate the film more. Because I'm like, you're right, they're in a fucking room with a zombie that they shot. And, you know, the mosquito idea is the only bright idea that this film had.
Why did Dickbags and company just stay in the dorm room? Why did they not, even if you want to, oh, he was looting. Like, he finished looting.
And then, like, of all things, like, you're taking a picture with a zombie girl. Is that what we come to? Like, you know, like, you should be trying to save your life here. But no, you want to take a picture. The writing was bad. what was good about this film? Nothing. That's it.
We've got less than 10 minutes. Really? You said that a while ago.
You said that 25 minutes ago. Shut up. It's not true.
They sent one cruise missile. They're gonna send the rest later. It's fine. The rest are coming, eventually.
Was it? This wasn't like the same director that directed The House that did, right?
Yes, this is all you, Bull.
Jesus Christ. God, so let me guess.
But to call him out, Sid Haig was in this movie. Is that how you say his name? Sid Haig?
Yeah.
He was in the movie. He was the professor. Rest in peace, Sid.
Yeah, R.I.P. But, okay, when you have him there, his style of horror, over-the-top acting, him running somebody over and killing and then beating them with a crowbar, I get all of that. So, yay for... Okay, maybe that's 2 points. You got Sid in there and you got the idea of the mosquitoes being the selling point.
Well, to be fair, let's put Sid in some category with Emanuela. Mm-hmm. I liked them in other things. It was fun to see them. Elias was annoying as fuck. God
this movie was annoying as fuck.
I did not. By the end of it, it was like, I hope your brother suffered.
I don't want to wish harm on him.
By the end of it, like by a halfway point, it's like, I hope your brother suffered.
God, this movie was bad. Is it no shocker what our grades are?
Yeah, this is F tier.
F tier, yeah. The only reason why, and I know just nothing like it, that I normally give an I when a movie's that bad is that for some fucking odd reason, I did finish the movie.
No. I was going to say, I's for whenever you don't finish. The other stupid one was you.
Oh, that's right. What was the U one?
Unsatisfactory.
This, overall, this is an
F.
F. It's at 0%, and I'm being generous at 0.
I actually think it is at a 0%.
It better be at a fucking 0%. You say anything less than...
No!
What?
It's 22!
Okay.
Well, the first picture is the woman at the door being flashed.
God, I even forgot about that. This had a sexual assault, all through it.
That's the other one, Emanuela and Sid.
I the movie's so bad I even thought about how stupid that scene was. Just think there's more video games that are probably going to be F tier.
Yeah, but I think this is the bottom of the barrel bad.
Well, you can't go below 0.
Yeah, I think this is the worst it gets.
Okay, so at least we're just... Well, what about Alone in the Dark 2?
I have not watched Alone in the Dark 2.
Okay.
Let's see what that one got. Just for shits and grins here.
Why not? Because, we're talking about shitty movies, that's for sure. The fact that had a sequel annoys me.
But to be fair, also, I don't think it was you, Bull, who directed that one, at least, so... Came out in 2008, and it has an 11%.
Oh, fuck.
And, when you scroll through the pictures, most of them is from the first movie, so that really tells you.
That tells you a story there. Luckily...
Oh, Lance Hendrickson's in it, at least. Danny Trejo.
Luckily, we only do this we can enjoy the next 11 months without worrying about that idea. So, I'm giving it an F. Justin's giving it an F. You're giving it the F. Except for those 22% people.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes. Until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.